Hello guys, what I'm going to show you today is how you can add a knowledge base in n8n. Now I'm going to show you two simple ways, okay? One is going to be more simple but a lot more limited and I don't actually recommend it. And the other one is going to be to use a template that is already made for you and you're just going to have to run it, okay? I strongly recommend the second method. Now the first method is just going to be to create like a very simple workflow that tries to basically extract information from a file that in this case is going to be a PDF. So what are you going to do? You're going to come and add a note in this little workflow in here, and you're going to go to extract from file, and you're going to select extract from PDF, and that's pretty much it. You're just going to have to answer, or enter your, PDF file. And now what are you going to do? You're just going to chat with an open AI, with the chat GPT, okay? So what are you going to do? You're just going to come to message a model in here. Just click in here. And now you basically have to select, different things, okay? So your from list, this has to be like the model that you want to use. The prompt, you have to give it the question that you want to ask, and this is going to be for the user. And for the system, you have to select, the information from the previous PDF. So this is what you're going to have to select, okay? Which can be something like data, for example. This can be like the field. Now, this is the first method, and it's actually very easy, but it's very limited, so I don't actually recommend it. What I recommend you do instead is just go to templates in here and just look for, knowledge. Company knowledge, actually. Let's look for that. And as you can see, we have the first result, which is what we're looking for, is the company knowledge base agent called RAG. And you can use it for free. So you can just open it in here, and this is what it's going to look like. Now, this is actually personalized for a Telegram trigger, meaning when a user is going to send a message, this is going to execute, but you can modify this trigger, absolutely, okay? You can just change this. And you can also change whatever things you do with the model, you're going to transcribe it using ChatGPT, but you can use some other model. But the important option is that you are going to use a transcribe option. And then you're basically going to select or generate a response, which in this case is going to be a Telegram message, but it can be any other kind of thing. You can generate a file and things like that, okay? And this is actually, optional. You can completely delete this if you want, okay? This is the most important part, okay, guys? So just keep this and just try to modify it so it works for you. Like I said before, you can use any model you like. Okay, you don't have to use ChatGPT. You can use Claude, you can use Gemini, you can use whatever, Grok even. The important part is that you use the transcribe option, which is going to generate or it's going to take a file and it's going to transcribe it to the language model. Okay, guys, so this is pretty much it. And again, for your trigger, you can even choose like a manual trigger instead of like a Telegram trigger. And you can choose it to export it to, instead of a response in Telegram, to a Google Drive file, to a PDF or things like that. So just change this, delete this, and execute it. And make sure also, by the way, whenever you see a note that has like a cross in it, it's because you have to log in here. So you just double click and go to select credential so you can actually log into that specific account for ChatGPT or for Telegram. Thank you so much, guys.